The legend. Here we are with the one, the only Pilotwings. Everyone's favorite.
Heck yeah. You know it.
You know it. It's not easy.
It is not easy. This game
It
is
is not
challenging.
easy at all. I played it a little bit, and I did have to look up the manual. The light plane, the first stages are a little easy. They really do start you off gently. You gotta be really careful not to steer too much.
Maybe I'm doing a job. I'm getting right out of the room.
I have the altitude just right.
Yeah.
It's patience. It's like
Oh,
driving
God.
a boat in water, except in 3D.
Yep.
You gotta ride with the current, bro.
It will really punish you for oversteering. There we go. And that's how you land a
Easy.
plane.
Easy as that. Now that you've done it in Pilotwings, let's go do it in real life.
Yeah, now I would qualify to do it in real life, right?
Probably.
See, I'm using good judgment. I'm spending my gaming time earning my small aircraft license.
And good judgment points from this guy. I trust him with my life.
He looks like someone who would know a thing or two about that.
About landing a single prop plane.
About good judgment. Or just like about having good judgment.
Mm,
You can tell that he's a good judge of good judgment.
it's true.
Oh, I'm skydiving. I looked away and
Yeah.
I missed when I let go. This one is... I still don't fully understand how you control your location in space while skydiving.
I'm looking it up.
You can like... I mean,
Oh,
I've
I
read
found a manual. Oh man.
I've read the manual.
Oh, that was Tony, huh?
Thump. Ow. Hey, I mean, I did it and I got within the space.
Oh, you've pissed off Tony.
Oh, he's angry. I was flaring too much.
Ugh. You can't flare too much.
I'm not certified. No. No. What a horrible fate. Not being certified. Well, I'm not going to play more of this. Not exactly the most engaging game that we've got here. So let's see what else we've got over here.
Got stuff.
We certainly do have some stuff.
I can see your red outline for the webcam portion of your thing in the Discord. I don't know if that's on purpose. I assume you can just click on. Here you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wasn't sure if
No.
it showed that or not.
I know you Twitch viewers can't see that wherever you may be, but I saw it in my mind's eye.
In the good stream. The secret
Ooh,
good
don't-
stream.
Don't tell them about that.
Where did the...
Oh, Tony apparently has gentle manners.
Yeah, I got to the third guy, and the third guy is just like an a-hole to you.
Lance.
Yeah, sure. I don't remember his name. You think I remember the name of every guy who talks to me?
The third guy is Lance. He's blonde, a mysterious man who speaks fluently in 6 languages. It
Oh,
is
my.
rumored that he formerly was an Air Force pilot. Well, I could
Oh, that
explain it.
that fits. Yeah, that fits the personality. Okay, well. I should have made sure that I had all this stuff organized over here before I started this. Where's the other memory card?
Ooh, here's a note here. This game will be much more impressive if you listen to its sound in stereo. For this, we recommend using a stereo AV cable for connecting the Super Nintendo Entertainment System to your TV.
That's important.
It is.
I do like stereo sound.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Where is that memory card? There's the special important memory card that I have.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Just have to turn this into a net hack speedrun stream.
Well, I mean, like, I've got stuff that I can play without it,
That's true.
but my special surprise is
No.
going to be using it.
Oh no.
Where, oh, where could it be? I wonder if the baby came over here and moved it.
Possible.
It is unfortunately possible. Very exciting stream content tonight. Me searching around the room. Well, how long do I look before I give up on it?
This break is brought to you by whatever beer I just had here in Denver. It was pretty tasty. It was a hazy IPA. Really enjoyed it. They have like 4 million of them here. If you're in Denver, have a drink. Drive safe.
More! We need more ads! More ad reads!
More ads. More ad reads. Don't forget, you did just miss the last day of it here, August 6th, but the Colorado Renaissance Festival is banging. I strongly recommend you go check it out. They've got all sorts of stuff. It's south of Denver Metro. There's a scenic route you can take there too, but get a turkey leg. Get many cool beers and pina colada, frozen pina coladas, margaritas. I think they have margaritas. Come check out wonderful, beautiful Denver.
Well,
I should probably plug
Well,
in
hell.
my VR stuff. My goodness. It
Well,
needs a little
hell.
bit of a charge. Well, hell.
well, hell. I've got both the memory cards I don't need, and not the memory card I do need.
Oh, that's very large mood. I was strongly considering backing up all my old memory cards. I think I have a method for nearly all of them.
I mean, I can.
And then, like, either selling all the games I have or, like, giving them to Derek and be like, hey, you hold on to these.
I can do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, I could do it the whole. Let's see here if I've got the special disc here.
Ah, classy.
Let's just make a new special one.
Might as well.
That's fun content, right?
That's content, yeah.
That's content. Okay.
I have these here. Where's all my other cables? Did I throw them over here? I did. Alright. If I take my headphone cable and bring it over here, will that destroy the planet? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's find out.
Annihilation. Destruction.
Destruction. Alright.
I'm gonna hook this up.
A little bit of Pilotwings. A little bit of plug in my VR. Okay, I played a little bit of Bullets Per Minute yesterday or the other day.
What's that?
That is a VR game where
Uh-huh.
you are walking at a set pace forward on a path, and there's banging music playing. Haha, get it. And you get rewarded points for shooting to the beat of the song.
Oh, neat.
And then enemies will pop up at different spots, and you have to like duck and weave around obstacles, and like the bullets all have like bullet time, so they slowly approach you. So like you'll have to dodge between these pillars, then you'll have to duck enemies fire. Or like if you were ducking, then as soon as you get out from ducking, you have to stand up to dodge out of the way. And so like I can barely fucking walk today.
Oh man, you
It is such a workout.
you've ruined
Strong
yourself.
recommend. And this was after playing just a little bit of Beat Saber, you know, just it's been like a month since I played. So my arms and legs are strongly disagreeing with me.
It has been a long time since I've used my VR set. You know, I'm kind of doing this stuff instead these days.
That is
All right. So step one, I jam a little piece of paper into my PlayStation in a strategic spot. You can't
I know
see
it.
me.
I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it in my mind. I've done it before.
And then when the disc slows down, there's a little sound. And then when the disk slows down again, you swap back. And then I think you swap again, right? Alright, let's see if that worked. Maybe I'll actually have to look up how to do it instead of just trying to do it from memory.
I was gonna say, have you done it before? It's not too difficult.
I have done it before.
Right, and swap the disc, and it should be good.
I have done it before, but every time I've had the instructions up on my phone, sitting next to me while I do it.
Yeah, fair.
I think maybe I didn't do it right.
It takes too long to load, yeah.
Let me just pull up the quick instructions, because last time I just had the instructions next to me. Okay, it's just 3 swaps, not 4 swaps. That's what I was doing wrong. Wait, no. Okay.
3 swaps?
Show me all of it. Maybe it is 4
1
swaps.
swap.
No, you have to swap back and forth and back and forth.
For PlayStation 1 games?
Yep.
Huh.
Step 1.
PlayStation 2.
When the disc slows down, quickly swap it out. There's a little sound it makes. And swap.
What a nostalgic bit of tunage that is.
It's so good. And swap. Oh, and when this fades to black is when you do the last swap. Did I do it wrong again? Okay. Last try, I guess. And then if this doesn't work, I guess we'll find something else to do.
Yeah.
Speeds up. Slows down. And then this fades to black. Come on. I did it no problem the other day. Oh. Maybe I can just do it direct to the game that I want to do.
Maybe. This is now a Sony PlayStation Startups noise.
Yeah,
stream.
we're just gonna watch this over and over again for the chill vibes.
I'm down for the chill vibes. Some good vibes.
There we go. You're right, I only do need to swap it once. Why are these things telling me to do it so many different times? Okay. And then we go to install. Install FreePSX boot to memory card. Just do an auto install. Memory card 2, please.
I like that it's using the Commodore 64 like layout.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Mhm.
You can play Tetris through here too. It's got Tetris
Yes.
loaded onto the CD for some reason.
Oh, I'm a big
Just in
fan
case
of
you really
Tetris.
need that.
I've been playing that Tetris Effect connected. Oh,
Oh,
love that.
it's Tetris Effect is so good.
It really is. And I apparently, when I play in my Discord or my friend's Discord here in Denver, when I stream it, just like 5 people will just show up and not say anything. They'll just watch. Apparently, because I'm decent at it, and it's mesmerizing.
It is
I'm-
mesmerizing.
I am proud to entertain. I've also put a couple hours in that game. I don't know if you know.
I was playing it because it's on PlayStation Plus for free.
Nice.
And Trisha came in and was just like, "What is this?" And like also sat there sort of mesmerized by it for a while. And it's like it's almost more mesmerizing if you aren't playing it, because like while you're playing it, you have to be really focused on what's actually going on.
I'm very aware. Yeah, like each time if I take a break or watch somebody else play, like whatever scene it's in, like, oh, I didn't notice that. Unless it like gets in my playfield like the dolphin stage does, I basically don't notice it. I'll sing along even though I don't know the words, unless I'm playing the game.
All right. Well, so now that's done. So now I can go ahead and take this little piece of paper out. I don't know if this game is going to be as like big a deal to you. It's pretty nostalgic for me, and it's got a fun little gimmick that I thought would be fun to play with on stream.
This sounds similar to how I feel about Quest 64, so I'm down.
Alright, I have to start with it open. So now we have that sort of boot disk installed to the memory card. So if I tell it to look at the memory card,
It's like, whoa!
it's like, whoa!
Loading.
And we get our nice little full screen loading bar.
Good colors.
It's pretty aesthetic. And this looks familiar, huh? But this time, we're going to do boot CD. Press play on tape is an interesting...
Oh yeah. Load
way to phrase that.
$$8. That's how you loaded games or programs off of tape on Commodore.
I'm guessing that's just like a reference, right?
Oh yeah, this is straight up Commodore 64.
Okay. I've got the like the fake Commodore 64, the C64, because I'm obsessed with those mini consoles. And then I was playing
That's
it,
fair.
and I was like, these games aren't very good.
Yeah, the Commodore 64 games especially are definitely for the nostalgia.
Yeah. A huge disaster
Oh no!
hit the world.
Oh no! You've got the red lines on my
yeah,
secret
right,
view
'cause-
again.
Sorry, because
Oh,
I realized that your little your avatar was under the overlay.
Ah, yeah.
Still got some tweaking to do with the overlay, but I think it's fun.
I like these friendos. Heck, brought new troubles.
They did bring some new troubles, though.
Oh,
but,
they
you
don't
know-
look like they're having a good time.
They were
Uh-oh.
sealed into disc stones.
What could that mean?
Disc stones?
The secret of disc stones. Today we fucking call them Pokemon.
Elephants, giraffes, dinosaurs. What do you think? You ready to release some disc stones?
You know it, bro. Let's go.
Is that Geodude? That's Geodude.
No, that's that's Stone Bro. Let's be real.
Stone Bro. I guess he's like a big slime guy instead of a rock.
Yeah.
That animation's really something, huh?
It's not over yet. This is awesome.
Whoa! Whale. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. It's just a big whale. I want to get that one. How do we get that one?
This is awesome. I've not seen that intro.
I don't think I ever saw the intro either.
What's this stupid movie? Get me to the game. Let's go.
Exactly.
Ah, Tecmo Limited. Let's do a quick looky uppy what they were doing at the time.
Making this, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Hello, please sign your name here. I can really tell that the sound effects I'm getting through the computer are a little bit delayed. The trainer type test. Yes, I agree. In this world, there is something I must do at the risk of my own life. Not really. If someone does something displeasing, I should not behave the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never lied in my entire life. So if you choose yes for this one, you are a liar.
Wow.
If I have to choose, I like spring better than winter. Yes. Controversial Fargo, North Dakota opinion. Yeah, I'm pretty forgetful.
Yeah. Sleep, do a big reset.
No, I definitely can't ignore them. Sorry. I believe that aliens exist. I mean, that's a complicated question, right?
Yeah. How hard are you on the Fermat theorem? Fermi paradox? What is it?
The game sound is very quiet, says Beefy Beaverton. Alright, let's turn up the game sound. It is very quiet. Okay, hopefully that won't make it too loud.
Yeah, hopefully my voice is decently balanced as well.
I believe that aliens exist. Whether or not they're close enough to us to interact with ever is up for... Probably not. Probably not. Nah, I'm fine with giving up goals. I have a valuable friend who I may never betray.
I'm smiling over in this tiny little corner I've been shoved in.
Beefy Beaverton says it's better. Good. Yay.
Thank you for the double checking on the audios. Yes.
Please wait
I
here for a while.
kind of do it a little bit at the start of a stream, but if everything is audible to me, I'm like, that's cool, and then mute the stream. But playing some Monster Rancher.
Exam score 92 out of 100. That's good, right?
A little bit hasty, huh? I'm guessing the exam score is just like randomly rolled for you.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, she's a different person. Okay.
Yeah. She's the girl from the anime.
Oh, yeah. I'm Cultia.
Please call me Colt.
Like the horse? Or
like the
football
horse.
team?
But, well, I mean both, right?
Oh.
First, you should obtain a monster at the market in town or at the shrine.
You can just buy monsters in this world? Alright, I'm in.
You absolutely can buy monsters. Have you ever played this game, Vyrn?
I have not played Monster Rancher, no. I've played Dragon Warrior monsters. I've played Pokemon. There's a Digimon game that came out recently that I wanted to play. I need to check it out.
At a certain point in the game, you absolutely need to start buying monsters. Or this is what I remember from being a child, is that because monsters die in this game, they have fairly short lifespans, and so it can be really hard to train them sufficiently within their limited lifespan. So at a certain point, you want to buy monsters that are already somewhat trained. A disc stone CD, for those of you who haven't caught on yet.
Oh, fug.
Oh, this is
the
just
one where
asking.
if you pop in that one Britney Spears disc, you get the goods? Or am I thinking
There-
of something else?
Yes, you're correct. There are a couple, I don't remember which CDs they are, but there are a couple specific CDs that got you like a special color of monster. There were only like 3 or 4 of them. I don't really remember. God, the music's taking me back. It's been since elementary school.
God damn.
We want a disc stone. Okay, so now we're gonna pick out a CD, and I have my CD collection here.
Your
So-
CD collection, it's a small book. Aw. We live in different times.
Well, these are all my CDs from like high school.
That's fair.
I don't really listen to them anymore, but I still have them lying around.
Now,
So
do they have to be music CDs, or could they just be like you burned a random CD with like Ubuntu whatever on it?
I think anything would work. I guess I never tried it with something else. I don't think other PlayStation games worked, but I don't remember. So Vyrn, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna list off here the artists that I have, and I want you to pick one.
Oh gosh.
So I've got Beck, I've got Green Day, I've got Smash Mouth, Weird Al, and Fooly Cooly Drama CD,
Amazing.
Offspring, The Black Mages,
Nice.
Chumbawamba,
Yes.
a Halloween soundtrack, and Mitch Hedberg. What do you think?
I want you to get a Dango, so pop in the Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba, Tub Thumper.
Hub Thumper. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
All right, let's see what we get.
I'm guessing
ever-
the Dango. That's
Is-
me.
Is Dango the pink one?
No.
Okay.
Unless I'm looking at the complete wrong thing.
Did you look up like a list?
Yeah.
Thank
also, I
you.
would have probably picked Tub Thumper or what's the thing? What was the other one? Black Mages?
Black Mages.
Yeah.
Beefy Beaverton says, so many bangers. Thank you for complimenting my taste in music. Checking the CD now. Now it's going to turn out that like it doesn't work if you're doing it from a burned disc or something.
Oh, that would be annoying.
Sure seems like it's taken a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that it's spinning. I made it angry. Well, maybe Tub Thumper isn't gonna work.
That'd be very sad.
I never knew this before, but this Offspring has like ultraviolet reactive ink on it.
Ooh.
It's glowing under the black light. Well, should we pick a backup in case this doesn't work? Do you want to do the Black Mages if it doesn't?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how long to... I don't remember it taking very long back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that my Tub Thumper disc is scratched.
Oh no.
I seem to remember when I was recently importing it that I couldn't get a clean import off of it. So I bet that's what's going on. Let's try Black
Cheers.
Mages. Yeah. It wasn't even spinning that time when I opened it. Maybe I should have tested to make sure this would actually work. Server's down, can't check CDs anymore.
Oh no.
That's how they do it, right? Is via the internet? Something like that?
Oh god, I just downloaded something horrendous. Oh
Okay.
no.
What are you doing over there?
No, show me this 41 megabyte spreadsheet. Let's go.
Reading the data. Reinsert the Monster Rancher 2.
I think somebody figured out how it reads the data.
God, and like
It
made a
reads the data from
spreadsheet
the
of every
CD.
CD.
And then like compared it to the relevant data from the CD database, like CDDB.
Incredible.
So I have here a spreadsheet. Oh god. is- Oh, disgusting.
I do
Oh
not
yeah, this
remember
is
taking so long.
good. I hate it.
Are you looking up? I remember one of my friends, the friend who owned this game. I regret to tell you that. Oh my god, it's too powerful. The Black
Makes
Mages
sense
is too powerful?
How new
No.
is the Black Mages?
No,
Did that band exist in the 90s?
I don't think it cares about that though. It just randomly generates something.
Could be.
No, there are literally monsters that like you have to have a certain level of monster certification to get. All right, well I'm gonna try a Weird Al CD. Unless you have a third place choice, Tyler.
Oh no, go for the Weird Al CD.
Come on, that can't be something powerful. There's no way. My friend who owned this game also had a lot of CDs, and so like I have a very fond memory of us like going through his whole house collecting every CD we could find, like all of his CDs, all of his siblings' CDs, all of his parents' CDs, and just going through all of them trying to
Amazing.
find like I don't know what we thought that there would be one of them that just had like a special super strong monster on it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that's not really how it works. I think we thought that there were more, like, special deals than there were, because there were only, like I said, like 3 or 4 that you got something that was semi-related to what the CD was.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take this long in the anime, that's for sure.
Not at all.
Not at all. They just kind of pop right out there. There we go. Something, please. God. It's been a half an hour and all we've done so far on the stream is play like 5 minutes of Pilotwings. No! What? Oh my god.
Maybe we have to get further in the game before we can do this.
Are we just supposed to head to the ranch first? Yeah, we can't do that. What did you say? God, I skipped faster too fast. We should go to the ranch after getting a monster.
This is for Monster Rancher 2 DX. Alright, this is not the version we're playing.
Oh god, it's just gonna make me keep doing this till it can find one, huh?
DX was released for the Switch. I wonder how they did the whole CD thing on the Switch.
In the later ones, like I have Monster Rancher for the Game Boy Advance. You just like put in letters. I wouldn't be surprised if the Switch just either has you put in like a string to randomize, or if it just randomly generates you one without needing any input. It'd be cool if it was like based on Switch cartridges though. So this time I put in the Fooly Cooly drama sequence.
So, the DX release version on Switch, you went up to the stone and then you typed in the name, and you had to be specific, like you had to be exact with the name. You can't type Beatles, you have to type the Beatles. And then it would pull up like a list of like either songs or albums, and then you could select one, and it would scan that CD, air quotes, for
That's
monsters.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
So does it actually like it reads? Like
You just tell it. Yeah, you just tell it what CD that you're putting in air quotes, and then it acts like it scans it.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're not gonna like sell a CD reader to attach to your
Oh
Switch.
yeah, for sure. So when this one is doing it for the PlayStation, is it just reading like the artist?
I think it's reading something about the
got one.
disc. Let me read it up.
We actually got one. I knew that it was actually reading the data. I just wasn't sure if it was reading any specific part of the data or not. This fucking thing.
I like him.
He's what we got. Suezo crab. Strong look, is it? I bet you say that to everyone. Does it, Colt? Does it look dependable? Yes, I'll take it. You have to give it a name. Well, I suppose it's not a crab, it's a lobster. No, God.
So it
like,
only uses the table of contents on a CD, and then it checks the table of contents for 3 pieces of information: the time length of the CD, the start time of track number 2, and the start time of the last track on the CD.
Interesting. Bobster. Alright, Bobster. Let's see if we can make Bobster the best version of itself.
I bet we can help him grow strong and powerful. My boy.
I do think the conceit is very funny that Colt is like your assistant, I guess. When it's like, well, she does all the work. Some expensive tablets.
Goodness.
That
meat does look like a sumptuous meal.
It does, but I don't want to spoil Bobster right away. I mean, Bobster was just born out of a disc, so I think it's a baby. So
I agree with that.
Milk for the baby Bobster.
I think a big old slab of meat would be just fine for the baby Bobster. He looks like he can take it.
I don't know. I don't want him to get. I don't want to spoil my boy.
That's fair.
I've heard of the one-eyed snake, but the one-eyed lobster's a new one.
That is a new one. Remember,
this is-
one of the pincers is the crusher and one's the grabber. Don't forget.
This is Mabster Pabst, and if you do well, you will win one of his blue ribbons.
Blue ribbons. Yeah, that's what I figured. This looks like a. Oh, what's
Doesn't
that game?
even have the right number of legs.
What do you mean the right number of legs?
The-
What do you
the number
consider
of
the
le-
right?
The number of legs that a lobster has is what I consider the right number of legs for a lobster.
What's that game where you like make your own monster and then like
The
you get to
Amazing
unlock-
Island.
No. It's a PC game. Spore. This
Oh,
looks like
Spore.
a Spore creation.
It really does. It's
And give
funny.
him a fucked up little antenna.
It's funny because most of the monsters in the game do not look like they were made in Spore, but this one absolutely
This one
does.
absolutely does.
A purser for your monster's errantry. So we send Bobster? Oh yeah, because that's like... We can send... Oh, what did it say? We can send him off to be trained on his own. Oh, he fell over. Errantry. Usually it's very expensive. Which she said is true. Yeah, we're gonna send him off to school for a month.
Wow. Harsh.
Well, during that period, you're not allowed contact with the monster.
Jeez.
It's expensive.
Oh, but some locations are adopted the low-ranked monster.
Yes.
It's the monster who attacks monsters during errantry, the errantry. If your monster wins, you get the prize money. Of course, you have a chance that your monster will get killed.
Of course, I mean,
Slug.
everything. Anything.
Got enough explanation?
Getting up in the morning, there's a chance that your monster will get killed. Yeah, we'll do
Why
it.
don't you join the program?
Um,
Pappas.
so we can go to Pappas, Torrible Sea, Para, or Mandy.
Did I name these?
Let's see
These are all
here.
pretty good.
I don't know.
What do we want?
They're all.
Power, speed, ski, or int?
I kind of feel like Bobster looks like he's. Listen, he's not the strongest. He's not going to be the fastest. So he's going to need to learn to use his brain.
But what brain does he have? He's got one eye, and that eyeball is absolutely taking up his entire cranium.
So
Or
you're
maybe
saying
it's in the little bulb, little antenna on his head.
you're saying it would be a waste to try and train his intelligence.
I mean, he would learn the withering technique.
He would
don't know what
learn the
that means.
withering technique. Neither do I. At the Torrible Sea, he will learn how to ski. So, maybe that would come in handy for some time.
I like that we can tell that FTG is probably fighting, but what the heck is ski?
It's ski. It's skiing.
Is that skill?
Yeah, I think it's skill. I think that's like dexterity.
Okay.
What do you think? Should he learn how to ski?
I like learning how to ski. That seems
Alright,
good.
let's learn how to ski
that hit
at the
tech.
Torrible Sea. Ooh, some chance to
Oh,
acquire
a
new techniques.
chance. Oh, okay.
And here's the evil monster here. I suppose there's multiple.
Oh good. Oh goodness. Tachi, Amoeba, Bustler, Nordy. My
Rocky
boy Rocky
Gel.
Gel. He drinks too much.
I hope I didn't just choose Rocky Gel as the one that he's gonna fight, because he's gonna die if that happens. And then you don't play any of this; you just watch it.
Like an anime.
And we're gonna go ahead and watch it and not skip it.
We gotta watch it a couple times. Yeah, we gotta make sure that. Oh, he defeated that watermelon.
He did it. He cut the watermelon in half.
That means he gets to eat today. Success. Ski and lift have been increased by 2 and by 1, respectively.
Second stage, small raft.
In this one, he will build a small raft to journey across the vast ocean.
Whee! Oh no! Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect. He bounced off the shark back onto the raft.
This is like a bad version of Mario Party where everybody is the CPU.
Just watching Mario Party play itself.
I mean, that's a drinking game, but... Yo!
It is a drinking game. That would be pretty good. Yeah, just give him the pinchers. No,
I'm behind
no,
you.
behind you. Oh,
Oh,
failed.
no.
Eaten
He
by
was so
sharks.
close. Failure. Come on, week 4, I believe in you.
okay, and then you have to redo it.
This is the greatest game of all time.
These are the things that I really remember doing, is sending the monsters on these and just sitting there watching these happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. We got some stat ups. And he got a new technique, which is very good. Yes, you did good, Bobster. What food this month? Well, I think that Bobster is officially no longer a baby.
It's a month old.
And he did so good at the errantry that we'll go ahead and give him the meat, I think. As a treat. We're a little bit flush with money right now.
Burning a hole in our pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of destroying the Monster Rancher 2 economy, we're going to buy our boy a wonderful education.
Pretty tired, so we'll let him rest this week.
Oh.
He just got back from a month-long, hardcore
true.
survival training montage.
Yeah, he died twice.
He did get eaten by sharks twice. This may not be the same Bobster. Okay. So... I don't... That's right, because circle isn't back in this. Back is triangle.
But this is a Japanese RPG, which means circle is confirm.
No, X is
X
confirmed
is-
in this one.
Oh, X is confirm? Okay, this is newer than Final Fantasy VII. Alright.
Yes. He is pretty smart, actually. I feel like we need to work on speed. Speed, probably. So let's do the dodge training. And then this is just like errantry. You don't do anything.
Love it.
Because we're not training them. It's the monsters training. Good job. You sure got... Oh, he cheated.
Oh, because he didn't dodge, he just
'Cause he
walked
didn't-
away.
Yeah, he just used his brain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Giving it that meat was a bad idea. Now he's got... Now he's spoiled.
Well, I don't care if he's spoiled. He's going out for another drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shoot him.
You're gonna dodge. This time actually do it, Bobster. We're gonna do it till you stop cheating.
Alright, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
Oh.
But he tried. That's the
Now
important
he's
part.
crying.
Bobster did not finish its drill. I'm not gonna scold it. It tried. It tried. We're gonna do one more. You want to shoot him?
Boy, howdy do I.
All right, Bobster is clearly a wash.
Give me the gun. Oh, okay, one of these. Okay. Dude, oh, I almost lost my shit. Jeez.
I don't
He's
know.
not
I
even
feel like
throwing
that's
the rocks.
pretty
He's
good.
kicking them. Yeah, and he's kicking them like 40 yards.
I was surprised that it marked that as a failure. I thought that seemed pretty good. That's like a partial success.
Yeah.
We're going back down to the fish for you, Bobster. You have not been earning your cartoon beat on the big bone. The first official tournament is scheduled at the end of this month. Well, stressed out. Yeah, you can see that he's tired because of the way he's walking around. So let's give him another rest. I think we'll do that tournament and then try a different game, maybe.
I'm down. So what's the story and or the loop in this, or is it literally just raise the monsters? I assume you fight with them.
You fight with them, and I think that there's a little more to it than just that, but I'm not actually... We never got very far. We were never able to get our monsters very strong. But you can, like... You can train the monsters, and you can breed them. And, like... For some reason... The breeding makes them inherit the training, even though that's not how genetics work. You know. I know the Game Boy Advance one, in addition, there's like exploring a mysterious island. But I never got that far in that one.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's a game I should play. What is wrong with me? It sounds like my jam.
It seems neat. I tell you what, though. When I was in high school, when that game came out... Oh, what are you doing, Bob? Is he cheating? He cheated. He's too smart. My boy's too smart.
What are you supposed to do? Swim around?
Yeah, swim around. Not just float backwards. Whatever.
Seems relieved. Uh-oh.
In high school, I used my DS as my alarm clock. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the, like, beedle-leedle-leedle-leedle for people talking is, like, the same sound as the alarm.
Wonderful.
And so it, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't play it.
That's terrible.
Little loyalty and may do foolery. Yeah, so a couple things with this is, like, unlike in a normal fighting game, if your monster runs out of HP, it can suffer an injury.
Oh gosh.
If your monster... Like what she said about he might do foolery, your monster could disobey you in battle. It's interesting. It's not turn-based. Let's just go for it. Yeah. Oh, and you can choose to not give advice, and then you just watch the fight happen. Just like the training.
Ah, fair.
And I think your monster's intelligence determines how well it does with that. Why is Bobster crying? Is it because he's tired? Or is that just how he looks?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how this works. Okay, yeah.
Get in there, Bobster.
Oh, he's doing foolery.
Oh.
So it's based on how close we are.
Yo, sick one, Bobster.
Got him. The claw assault. Oh, foolery. Dodge.
Nice dodge, though. Oh, now he's mad.
Oh, gross. Oh, come on. Use that anger. Sting him. Get him, Bobster.
Yeah, give him the business.
Yeah.
Break his skull. That's all he is, I guess. Oh, dude, sick.
It's tough to break a Longar's skull. Oh, good dodge. No, we're winning.
So are you giving him commands, or is it just him picking commands?
I am giving commands. I'm moving him left
Okay.
and right, and I'm pressing when to do it.
Okay. Crushed.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, Bobster.
My boy's in D tier now or something. I don't know.
No. Oh, we're still deep in the E tier.
We gotta watch other fights.
I don't think so. Yeah, it
jeez.
just does that. Oh, what, you like those two?
They're all looking cute.
Yeah,
All
most
these
of the
monsters that were branching.
most of the monsters in this game are pretty cute. We got kind of a weird looking one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all like combinations, and so this must be the combination of Suezo with some lobster looking one that I don't remember. But you could just as easily like get this lobster combined with the what's it called? Tiger? The like wolf with a horn. That'd be a lot cooler. This guy's only got one attack. So if I stay in close, he literally can't do anything. And all he does is shoot gas.
Wow.
Oh no, he can choose between gas and 1-2 punch.
Oh, dang.
Jeez, we're just wiping him out. We're just watching the floor with him.
Bobster's about to kill for the first
Oh,
time.
I'm out of guts, that's why I can't. I gotta wait for my guts to recover.
Oh, that dodge is pretty sick.
But he stopped doing foolery. He's actually doing what I tell him to do now. Two out of 2 so far. We're doing good. Good job, Bobster. I want one of those hairy kicks. That's a cool looking one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you want to trade for my Bobster?
I thought we loved Bobster.
Well, love is a strong word.
Wow. But our child.
But look at him. And he does foolery in battle. I don't know.
It's because we don't believe in him enough.
Yeah. Ah, see, there's the foolery. Classic Bobster.
Oh, but now he's angry.
Anger is bad, if I remember correctly. I think anger mostly just makes it more likely that he'll disobey.
Got a lot of work cut out for you, Babster. Oh, but you're catching up quick. I like it.
Boo.
And I do see that hit percentage being real low.
Oh my god, stop slapping.
Nice dodge. You need to hit 2 bangers within 2 seconds. Send it! Send it!
That was pretty good, but,
very nice try.
well, you know. Can't win them all, right?
That's true.
I forgot.
All right.
I'm glad that these
Now that
fights are pretty short.
Now that our boy's a loser, we can dump. Terrible.
Oh, let's see, Harry Kicks can lose too. Hey, listen, our record is just as good as anyone else here's. 2 wins and 1 loss. This was my first.
So hope Junimura loses to somebody else. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
We gotta beat the person they lost to, then we'll be fine.
This is the first time I'd ever heard of like a round robin tournament. I think that the move with the little hand next to it is the one that he wants to use. Is what that means.
I'm not feeling too good about this Oakley man fight.
Yeah, he's hitting us pretty hard. Maybe we were just winning against the easy ones. Well, good dodges. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I don't have enough guts. Yeah, a little bit too low. He had a lot of hit points.
Mm-hmm. He was just pumping out them hits.
It would honestly be nuts for us to go in there with like, yeah, we've been training our monster for 2 months and we won the first tournament. So what, we've got to fight Harry Kicks still?
You want to give Bobster any advice? Nah, dude. Good luck.
Good luck, Bobster. I don't think there's... I mean, I guess I don't know anything about how the game actually works in the background. I don't know if there's an advantage to letting them do it on their own. Sheesh. Well,
These are some tough competitors.
nobody's perfect, especially our Bobster.
Poor Bobster.
Poor Bobster.
I just think if he had like 20 more pairs of legs, he'd be
Oh, he'd
top
be
of his
so
game.
he'd be so fast.
I think if I asked him to kick, he'd be like, which leg? And I'd be like, damn, Bobster.
Damn, Bobster. I don't know. Pick your favorite, I guess. You got options when it comes to kicks.
So many options.
So many options.
So many things to kick so little time.
So yeah, we did. I mean, we didn't get the lowest possible. Probably didn't get any prize money, I bet. But we didn't have to pay to get in here. So. Oh no, we still got some money.
Yo, $150.
And this is how you earn money in the game. So. Yeah, you ain't exactly like milking the monster and selling the milk, you know?
Yeah, true. You train your monster to milk other monsters, then you sell that milk.
Then you sell that milk. Monster Rancher.
Monster Rancher.
Monster Rancher
milk,
Rancher.
Monster milk. You're telling me a monster milked this monster?
And it's pretty much always worth it to do the tournaments because you also get stat gains from it.
Mm-hmm.
Could not be a champion, but I think Bobster did a good job.
I think he did a great job. He's what, 6 months old?
He's getting fish though. I think he's less than 6 months old. I think he's like 3 months old. His first month he went to school. First month he went to the deserted island. I shouldn't call it a school. Yeah, you're very tired, but we're gonna save the game. Okay, well that was fun. Now I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and then come back and maybe play some Link to the Past.
I like it. I like it. So the point of this game is there are multiple tournaments. You start out on the low grade E, then you move up the official grades until you get to S rank, and then there's like the greatest four monster, greatest four something, and then there's the M1 Grand Prix, and then if you beat that, I think you win.
Okay, so there's no like secret plot going on.
I don't think so. I think it's just you raise the monsters and then you fight the monsters, and then there are different ranks of tournaments, and then there's the hardest ranked tournament, then you win. Habba baba.
Wait. Wrong chords. This chord.
Oh, the buzz.
Yeah, that's the chord that goes to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Or it goes to the computer, sorry. Not the TV. This chord goes here. Plug that in.
That's a good
Be right
noise.
back. I need a drink of water.
Perfect.
Enjoy the aesthetic.
Oh, yes. Ba, 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 ba. Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land.
Why is the land gold?
But no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land.
It's not so gold anymore, is it?
So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power.
Without gold, this is power.
That seal should have remained for all time.
Why is the one guy shorter?
But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend,
Mists aren't that obscuring.
wow, what a sick zoom in. I think I crashed my head on the pixel of the roof. The king looks like a skull, right? That's not a beard like his mouth sticking out, right? That's a skull. A mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. You just straight up killed him? Took the maidens away? You know, I don't like this Aghanim guy. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. Yeah, that's called burying the bodies, throwing them in the river. Like, don't do that, dude. That's a neat way to get rid of a body. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. I wonder why they saved Princess Zelda for last. Welcome back.
Because she's in Turtle Rock. That's why.
No. No?
What do you mean? Why Aghanim saved Zelda for last. Is that what
How
you
many
were saying?
crystals are there?
7. Right?
But
Yeah,
he
7.
failed when he did the, like, you go up and stop him and he doesn't succeed, otherwise he would have gone to the Golden Land, right? But he did.
He did. He did.
Then how come you
Vyrn,
stopped?
do you not remember the plot of this game?
I don't remember what happened after the Aghanim fight.
Oh god. Right, all the buttons are...
I can pull out Hyrule Historia, I guess. Fuck.
I can tell you what happens.
You should tell me what happens while I pull out Hyrule Historia. I have that around here somewhere. Oh god, I have that around here somewhere, I think. Oh, I hope so. I don't have my books easily accessible.
They're trying to break the barrier between the dark world and the light world to get Ganon out.
That's right. That's what it was.
And they like Aghanim succeeds in getting all of the maidens, but I think you're like fucking with shit so close to everything happening that it still keeps it from like working.
Yeah, Aghanim transports the 7 maidens over, but doesn't get the portal open.
Yeah.
That sounds correct.
God, this game's so good. Ugh.
Herbert. Now this is comfy.
Yes. Absolutely one of the games that was like such a cool game that some of my friends with Super Nintendos had, that I would just be like, can I please play Link to the Past or watch you play Link to the Past? I know you don't want to do a single player game at a sleepover, but please. Like, really, those vibes of, like when you watched cartoons as a kid and you would never get to watch all the episodes in order.
Yep.
And so you never really knew what was going on. That, but for video games, it was like, maybe there would be an open save slot and I would get to play the beginning, or I would see them run around in the middle of the game. Never
You did
really
eventually
get
play through the whole thing, right?
Yeah. I think actually the first time I sat down, played it through start to finish, did everything, was on the SNES Classic a couple years back.
Dang. This game still holds up, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I played bits and pieces, but I don't know if I ever beat it before then. Just played through most of it.
Mm-hmm. There's a while I would watch or have on in the background Link to the Past randomizer, speedruns. I think it was by Andy. He's very entertaining. Also very, very good at this game. Strongly enjoyed that.
Hell yeah.
There are also super nifty tools for randomizers for Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time, where you'll pull up a big map and then you can click on which checks you've done, and also what
useful.
items you got, and depending what items you have, it tells you what checks you can do, which is just great because I would implode.
Yeah, very kind of necessary for doing it good. I suppose the idea is that you kind of memorize the ability to do that, but having a tool to help you train it is good.
Oh yeah, especially Ocarina of Time with its 100+-ish checks, and Link to the Past I think is similar.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into doing randomizers. It might be fun to try it sometime, but I'm very much it's hard for me to focus on one game to that degree to the exclusion of others, it's all I can do to finish a game.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of specializing and beating it over and over again is kind of a lot to me.
Yeah, I feel like a game that I've enjoyed enough where I'm like, oh man, I wish I could play that game again. Randomizers do breathe some new life into those games, and the games that are pretty bang, and the community has already done extensive work with making randomizers and tools to help play them. So Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Ocarina of Time. I think Metroid Prime technically has a randomizer, well, that one's interesting. Symphony of the Night has a really, really, really good one, and I'm very tempted to give one of those a run through. Once I beat the save, I gotta beat this still. I gotta practice some skips too.
I feel like if I were to beat Link to the Past again normally, then I'd be like, all right, I'm familiar enough with this game that I'd want to do a randomizer for the next run. Um, Ocarina, I still want to, because I beat that fairly recently. When was that? I think that was when I got COVID. Because I was feeling so sick, and was like, I just need a game that is like chicken soup.
Yep.
And so I got it working. What I wanted to do was I saw someone that I follow on Twitter had set it up with one of the mods where you can swap the model, and so like swapped Link for Saria and did a mod that uses like makes Link a girl. And so I tried getting that set up and just couldn't do it, and finally was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna play. I'm too sick to work on this any longer.
Totally fair. I'm trying to remember what I did when I had COVID.
But I would really like to play the 3DS version. Because after I played Ocarina recently, I played Majora on 3DS. And it really did kind of make me want to go back and do the 3DS Ocarina immediately.
It's a good port.
It's a good part. Bring it to Switch, cowards.
Yeah. But don't make me pay for it. I've already paid for it like 8 times. I'm done.
I'll play it. I'm not going to buy it.
I've already bought it like 8 times. I can only buy one game for like hundreds of dollars. Like Metroid Prime, I want to give another $150 and play that game like 40 more times. Ocarina of Time, I've played it like 7 times. Like,
I've only bought Link to the Past once, and it was yesterday. And it was not from Nintendo.
Yeah. Come on, Nintendo.
I mean, unless you count buying the SNES Mini as buying Link to the Past, because I did buy that for real.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think I ever bought it on Virtual Console.
I bought a lot of stuff on Virtual Console on the Wii. I have to boot it up to see what I have.
My only Virtual Console game... No, that's not true. One of my only Virtual Console games on the Wii was Ice Climbers.
Dang.
Which was gifted to me by TJ, by Scoompoof.
Nice.
Because at the time I mained Ice Climbers in Smash Bros.
That's right. Yeah.
And it was like this crazy new feature that you could buy people Virtual Console games. So it was like a novelty, and there weren't very many of them. I think I also got like Kid Icarus and Dungeon Explorer for the TurboGrafx. Because that's 5 players. Still pretty cool.
Oh, man. Update day.
Update day? Oh, yeah. Like Wednesdays when the new games would come out.
Update day. New Wii titles. Update day for the Wii Shopping channel. He just storms down the stairs.
God, what was it? It was like, on Facebook Marketplace, somebody was selling some N64 games for like a pretty good deal. So I rushed, sent a message, was like, I want to buy these, are they still available? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, he was like, yeah, but you better come quick. And I was like, okay.
Boy.
So I rode my bike over there and got them. And I could hear in the background of the house the Wii Shop channel music playing very loud.
Were you like, yo, what you buying on the Wii Shop channel, but also didn't they shut that down? Oh.
He was kind of like, he was just like, here's the games, you got the cash, and like really wanted to hurry it along, So I was just like, I wasn't going to ask any questions about it, but I thought it was very funny. It's just that switch over there, you know?
Yep.
Some people are
On the left,
confused
it makes it rain
by that
snakes.
part, but she
I like
says
the one on the left, it
she
rains
says it's
snakes.
that one.
I love Cathedral. Is this Cathedral? This is Cathedral, right?
Yes.
I think this might be my favorite track. Don't tell anyone.
So Vyrn, here's a question. Here's a good discussion topic. What's your favorite Zelda game?
Zelda 2. I'm kidding. I actually really like Zelda 2, but I feel like Breath of the Wild was probably my favorite. I know that's controversial because it goes against the formula. Nah, dude,
That's fine.
it is the so Link has the Legend of Zelda has always been about a like kid going on a journey and exploring and like finding or like the Master Sword and Princess Zelda and Ganon and the Triforce and stuff like some variation thereof. In previous games, like in the first game especially, like you had the ability to roam basically the entire map. Obviously, you needed the raft to cross a couple rivers, or the ladder to cross, the ladder to cross a couple rivers, and the raft to cross some larger bodies of water to get to different sections. So,
I can tell you,
open up the map a bit.
I can tell you've had this argument before.
Yes, I've also
You've had
thought
to
about
defend
this a
your
lot, 'cause
position
I've had to
before.
defend myself. Yeah.
Who are you talking to? That's like, nah, man. Breath of the Wild doesn't count.
Chuck.
Really?
Yeah, he was very upset that it broke from the formula. I was like, no, this is literally like one of the original like design principles that Miyamoto wanted to make with Legend of
really
Zelda.
goes back to like core design principles, and I would say there's a very clear through line with things they were doing from like Twilight Princess that lead up. Like, for one thing, every Zelda game since Link to the Past has been like, how do we make Hyrule bigger?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one of the big things with Twilight Princess was, like, check out how fucking big we made Hyrule Field. And then, like, because Wind Waker was that a little bit, like, check out how big this game is. What was after? Then they did Skyward Sword. And it was like, yeah, there's the whole sky.
Mm-hmm. The problem with several of those games was just making the world bigger doesn't make it better.
Yes.
You absolutely want to keep people entertained and not give them a large area to get lost in without finding anything, which I think was a large problem with, especially Twilight Princess. Like, the overworld, a lot of the places had nothing to find, especially if you weren't looking for the insects or the pose.
Yep.
I
agree.
Original Legend of Zelda had something interesting going on every screen. Something interesting, not necessarily a secret on every screen, but very close to a secret cave on every screen.
There is one door on every screen.
Yes.
Which is important to know when you're looking to figure out every last little place.
Especially
like I did.
If you're looking for dungeon entrances in the second quest, because, oh boy.
Yeah, I never did the second quest, though.
Good. That one gets pretty wild.
Honestly, if you play that game as intended, which is like you have the manual, you have the map that came with it, it's not confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It's super. It just has a tutorial. Like, the game has a tutorial. It's just inside the box and not on the screen.
Mm-hmm. One of the most important things for Breath of the Wild, for me at least, was the tutorial island is just to teach you about the weird, unique skills that you have, and then you are free to do as you please. You can go power up to go fight Ganon as much as you want, or you can go fight Ganon right away. Totally up to you. Going around and exploring and finding all of the interesting things feels very natural to do. Like, just hearing how everybody's like experiences with the game were so vastly different. Like some people went and got all the towers immediately so they could get the maps, or some people like went and did the beasts immediately. Some people did every stable quest immediately. Like the exploration and learning how all of the different systems interacted with each other, I feel like is one of the best examples of, is it convergent gameplay or convergent systems? What is it called? Where like
emergent gameplay.
Emergent gameplay. That's it. Breath of the Wild is probably the best example of emergent gameplay.
And is very, very precisely designed to make good emergent gameplay. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
With all the different interacting systems.
So, I would say Breath of the Wild is my favorite game. Tears of the Kingdom probably is better because it's just a straight up like.
Well,
it's like,
I mean, that's a question.
Final Fantasy 14 versus A Realm Reborn, or 1.0 versus 2.0.
I think
they're
that.
Like, yeah, remember all the. Go ahead.
I mean, I think there's an argument to be made that Tears of the Kingdom isn't better than Breath of the Wild. Like, I don't think
Tears of the
that's.
Kingdom is super better than Breath of the Wild.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say, like, I don't think that you have to start with that as a premise. Like, if that's your opinion, that's fine, but you don't have to be like, well, and of course, Tears of the Kingdom is better.
Mm-hmm. I don't compare it to, like, A Link Between Worlds being a sequel to A Link to the Past means it's better than A Link to the Past. I don't think that Majora's Mask is strictly better than Ocarina of Time. I think Majora's Mask is the creators.
Oh man, Majora's Mask
is
super different though. Like
it's super different, but I feel
way more
like
different
there's
than
way
Tears.
More. Yeah, no. I feel like Majora's Mask, in terms of a sequel to Ocarina of Time, was check out these cool dungeons and how getting these different items and doing these dungeons unlocks more stuff in the overworld and in other dungeons. Like the progression for the exploration there seemed fairly well designed and natural as well, and like the theming of each dungeon, very good, loved it all. And then they're like, oh, you know what we missed in Ocarina of Time? Like a bunch of characters with a bunch of stories happening between them. So like, do you remember the mask quest, or what is the name of the sun mask thingy in Majora's Mask that like had a bunch of prerequisites you had to do, and you had to do things on specific days?
Kove's whole big quest, like the biggest,
that sounds right.
The biggest subquest in the game.
Yeah, like that, the Deku Fortress. Like there's a bunch of characters in there as I'm recalling, or there's characters around it. Like the witch.
There's a couple.
Maybe I'm thinking of just the witch.
Oh, I mean, there's the swamp is one of the major areas of the game.
Yeah. I feel like there was a lot more life in Majora's Mask happening versus Ocarina of Time.
Absolutely, because one of the whole things is like, well, it's this 3-day cycle, yada yada. Everybody
And
has different times that they're
in
different
the right
places.
place.
Yeah. I think my favorite is Ocarina. Dang it.
Ocarina of
I think
Time
I have to say Ocarina.
Dungeons were spot on. The toolkit, also really good. It doesn't feel like there was a wasted item that just did nothing. Like the top in Skyward Sword. God, I hated the top in Skyward. So upset. No, I'm sorry. Twilight Princess.
Yes.
Top in Twilight Princess.
Yep, that's the one that I always think of because it's like literally it is just for that dungeon and that boss, and you never use it again.
That dungeon and that boss, and you use it once to take like one weird path in the final dungeon thingy. They're like, oh yeah, we got to use something with this. And there's like one track to get to like a heart container or something. I don't know.
Well, and that's one of the things that led from Twilight Princess into Skyward Sword, where they were so like, okay, we really want to make sure that these tools continue to be useful even past the dungeon you get them in. And they do a decent job of that. And I feel like that really evolved into the idea of the, what are they called in Breath of the Wild? The
Divine Beasts?
No, the tools that you get, the bomb and the, what are they called?
The
Glyphs?
Sheikah Slate stuff. The glyphs,
the Sheikah Slate,
whatever.
the glyphs.
Yeah.
Really, really went into that idea of well, what if we just gave them all the tools at the beginning and they were useful for the whole game?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Is there only one fortune teller in this game? I thought there was only one.
Skyward Sword. Oh man, if they would have done more stuff with the air quotes overworld, I would have been much happier. Like, a lot more interesting things to fly through and see. I understand that the Wii probably could handle it, but like,
Yeah, I think that is the one place that it fell down. A lot of people complain about the combat and about the Wii Motion Plus stuff, but I liked that. I thought that was good, actually. I think that there were a lot of really interesting locales. I liked the stealth sections and stuff.
I didn't.
I really liked the way that they, like, all right, each of these areas is essentially like a big outdoor dungeon, and throughout the game, we're going to change the context that you have to approach them in. So, like, starting with, like, here's the forest area, and then you have to do, like, the stealth version of the forest area, and then you have to do, like, the flooded version of the forest area, and it's the same place with these very different ways that you have to take around it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I did like the concept of the, like, what was the Heroes Challenge, or what was it called, where you had to, like, collect the little orbs for the plant thingy on the side.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get caught because they were immortal and they would kill you or whatever, or kick you out. I didn't mind those. I thought they were fine, but you had to do them twice, right?
Did you?
Yes.
It's been a while since I admit, it's been a long time since I played that one. I do want to go back and play it eventually, you know. But now I'm spending a lot of my time doing retro game streaming, and, like, I still got Final Fantasy 16 to play, and etc. Armored Core 6 coming out.
Oh gosh, the Dark Souls of Armored. Wait a minute.
It's gonna be. We joke about it, but it's gonna be.
It's gonna be Dark Souls, but Armored Core, and I'm jacked.
I was talking to Frank and Corey about it, and they were like, "Oh, but it's not actually gonna be like Dark Souls, remember?" And I'm like, "It might be, guys. Like, that's what FromSoft has been saying, but
FromSoft has been doing nothing but Dark Souls for the last 12 years.
What are two things we know about the new Armored Core game? There's a dodge roll.
Yep.
There's a focus on melee weapons.
Is there an Estus flask? Like, tell me there's an Estus flask, and I'll be like, all right, you can't tell me.
Oh, right, I have to use the. You don't just use the bottle.
Catching net.
Right.
Yep. Using the bottle opens it or drinks it or whatever. But yeah, they took all of the systems in Breath of the Wild for Tears of the Kingdom and then just improved upon it. People complained about weapon durability as, like, a negative, but I can't picture how you fix that, at least when Breath of the Wild came out. Like, we'll make them not break so fast. Like, they definitely put enough weapons around, and you did figure out, like, I would say 30, 40 hours into the game that weapons respawn and enemies respawn when Blood Moon happens, which was fairly frequently.
Have you listened to the... You don't listen to the Besties, right?
I do not think I do.
They did a series of episodes on this discussion on what is the best Zelda game, and they did like a bracket of discussions about it. And the eventual decision that they came to was, like, the last discussion was Breath of the Wild versus Link to the Past, which is of course
for an extra 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and what it eventually came down to was, like, weapon durability. Was that Breath of the Wild is great, and that's why it's come so far, and why it's like a contender against Link to the Past. But there are aspects of it that people dislike. Whereas Link to the Past, like, doesn't really have anything that anyone complains about. Like, what's the worst thing people complain about? There's 2 items that do the same thing. 2 optional items.
Which 2 items?
The invincibility cane and the invincibility cape do the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
And that's about it. Like, and there's sort of the idea of, well, you know what? In 20 years, we'll come back and see if Breath of the Wild has stood the test of time. And maybe we will look back on Breath of the Wilds 20 years later and be like, this game is immortal. And then it will be a true challenger to the throne of Link to the Past. But we can't really judge how well it will stand the test of time yet.
I agree going into Breath of the Wild thinking that when I got an upgrade, it was my upgrade. So, like, getting a super powerful weapon and then having it break felt like an upgrade was taken from me. But, like, if you were exploring, which I hope you were, like I said with the Blood Moon, you knew where good weapons could be found eventually, and they would eventually respawn, so you could always go pick them back up. And then, it's part of the emergent gameplay thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a dungeon, I've got all my best weapons, but then I fight a monster and I don't do a good job and lose a bunch of weapons for dumb reasons or whatever. Like, maybe I throw something and it disappears or explodes or gets destroyed or the enemy takes it, and I have to change up my stuff.
I mean, I never really even felt like...
the emergent gameplay thing.
I never even felt like I had to, like, remember where good weapons were and go back after a Blood Moon. Like, like, yeah, sometimes a good weapon would get destroyed and I'd have to switch to a less good one, but as long as you're, like, picking up weapons and getting rid of old ones, like, once you're getting better weapons, you're getting better weapons, you know? And it's just like, I have to... I mean, by the end of the game, I was like, I didn't even have to use weapons that I didn't like. I just had a full inventory of, like, the best sword that I could have that I enjoyed using, and one would break, and it'd be like, cool, I have dropped 5 others in this time.
And, like, there's the Colosseum that you could warp to the one temple, or the one shrine, and then hop up to the top wall, and then grab all 3 of the different elemental swords, or great swords. Like, there you go, you're set. And then they fixed that. They fixed weapon durability with Tears of the Kingdom. Not by changing the system at all, but by improving it. Wow. I did not think of this solution, and it's a wonderful solution. You know all those random interactable objects in the environment? You can just glue it to your sword or your stick or whatever.
You know, I'm gonna say, I feel a lot more like I have my fun treasure taken away from me when it breaks in Tears of the Kingdom. Because if you fight off a big enemy and the drop that you get from it is a really strong horn, when that horn breaks, it feels bad to me in a way that having a weapon break never did. So, I don't know.
But there's way more of those enemies than there are of the good swords in Breath of the Wild. Like, there's way more of the strong enemies dropping the powerful things in Tears of the Kingdom.
I think what it is it's just like, I'm thinking of these items that I've gotten that are kind of beyond my pay grade.
That is fair.
Because, like, I got a horn that was like...
The Gliak horns, yeah. Or the Lionel horns.
No, it wasn't a Lionel horn. It was like an undead... What are the giants called?
Gibdos?
No, the giants.
Not the giants. Hinox.
An undead Hinox horn.
Yeah.
That was super cool and much, much stronger than anything I had encountered. And it sucks when, like, alright, I used that. Yeah, like a Stalnox.
Yeah, because Hinoxes are the living one, the Stalnox is the skeleton one.
Yeah.
Like Stalfos, yeah.
And I never really had that experience in Breath of the Wild. Of having, like...
fighting with a strong weapon and then just poof, it's gone. You're like, oh, let me check to see, I don't have any
I think what it is I never had a weapon in Breath of the Wild that was so much stronger than anything else I had. Like, in Breath of the Wild, all my stuff would generally be about the same level of power. But with the way that, like, weapon creation works in Tears, it does happen sometimes. And, I mean, I'm not going to say that it, like, ruins the game for me or anything. I'm just going to say that, like, I guess, like, when you say it fixed durability, my perspective is durability wasn't broken.
It improved it.
Well,
I did say it fixed it as well, but I know it at least improved it. Well, you had all the monster
changed
parts
it.
that you rarely used for your cooking recipes, right?
Right,
Did you use
absolutely.
monster parts for cooking recipes?
I don't think so. Because, like, why make a potion when you can make a cooking dish that heals you?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I do think... Like, it's good that they came up with uses for these items, but boy howdy, I tell you what, scrolling through those menus in tiers is rough.
I guess it's a good and a bad thing. I'm like, man, I have so many options for anything that I dare come across.
And I'm here like, I know exactly what I want, and I have to take 15 seconds to put it on my arrow. I have to pause the game and scroll through a long, one-dimensional menu to find it.
You can sort by your most used stuff.
Yep, but then sometimes it's something that isn't one of your most used things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's not utterly perfect.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Not at all.
I've been out of Tears of the Kingdom for a while now, and I feel like my memory is not being as kind to it as Breath of the Wild, but part of that's because, like, I played through the whole Breath of the Wild. I did everything, and I very much did not do that in Tears.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you one thing I love in Tears: making those signs stand up straight. I see that guy.
I was like, oh god damn it, Dobson? What's his name?
I see that guy and I just drop everything and race over to him like, I hear you have another sign you need. What's the button for...
Addison. Yeah. Addison's the one that's holding up all the signs, and he's got like the most messed up sign. He's like, oh, I don't know what to do. I started building it, but I can't let it fall.
It's just such a cool, such a fun little puzzle mechanic that it'll be stuff like, oh, this area doesn't have any lumber around. I guess that means I need to chop down trees for this one.
Or I gotta use this pile of rocks that's conveniently over here.
Just like such a simple concept for a puzzle mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Gets me every time.
Love it. I'm glad I can help Addison.
What am I doing? I've gotten to the dungeon portion where I'm walking in circles because I'm only kind of half paying attention.
Oh, that's fair.
I need the big key.
Gotta get the big key.
Gotta get that big key.
And I could see that people don't have as many fond memories of Tears of the Kingdom because it's the same engine and air quotes similar map to Breath of the Wild. So like all the emerging gameplay, they are familiar with most of it, like rolling a bomb down a hill or rolling a something down the hill, like throwing a rock at somebody.
I will say that I think they made the right choice in that like traversing the map is less important than ever, and that's the right choice to make because it's a map we've already traversed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like... Where the fuck do I need to go?
And then they were like, yeah, there's stuff in the sky you can check out. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
I will admit that I'm a little disappointed by the amount of stuff in the sky because it is not very much.
It's not that much, but there is a lot. Like every one of those groups of islands or island off by itself has stuff on it.
Yes. There's not that many of them though.
There's 4 King Gleoks up there. All of the Sage Stones are up there. All 20 of them.
All 20 Sage Stones?
Yep.
Wait, can you get the sage... Wait, there's 20 Sage Stones?
Yep.
What's this?
Cause
maybe I don't know what a Sage Stone is.
So a Sage Stone upgrades... I think you turn in 4 of them, and it upgrades your friendship with one of the sages, and it powers up their attacks.
I have not found any of those.
Well, there's 20 of them.
My
and
goodness.
they're on like every major island group and then some. They're all up in the sky, I believe. I think I got like 10 or 11 of them.
Well, and I know
before I stopped playing.
there's a ton of the like underground exploration that I still need to do.
Oh, there's so much stuff down there.
So, like, I think it's a good game. I'm not gonna come in here and try to say it's not a good game. It's a good game.
Mm-hmm. For the people that were like, oh man, Breath of the Wild was so big, I just wish there was just a little more to explore. And I wish they did something about weapon durability. And Nintendo's like, yep, gotcha, bud.
The thing that
go.
the thing that I'm really excited for is what's next. Like, where do we go next? Because I feel like there's been a very clear progression in like, let's make Zelda bigger and more open and bigger and more open since Link to the Past. And I feel like we're there. Like, you can't really go any further.
I don't picture the next next major Legend of Zelda title being another sequel, like in the Breath of the Wild vein.
Yes. I'd be pretty disappointed if they were like, all right, and here's Breath of the Wild 3. But I think it's an interesting question of like, what is next? I don't know. I have no answer
for it. Whatever the heck the secret cutscene ending for Kingdom Hearts 3 was.
I'm trying to remember. I did not play that one. Got
He's
it.
like in some weird Final Fantasy, like modern-ish looking ass world, like very World Ends With You looking place.
It looks
Sora
like
goes to find Riku or Kairi or whatever.
because the trailer is like, it looks like he's in the real world.
Yeah. What's next? Space. I don't know. Don't you remember building the gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts 2? Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yeah, it sucked.
Yes, no.
It wasn't any fun.
It felt like filler.
It was super duper filler.
Building the wall of bullets was fun.
Yeah, but
Every available square space pointing forward just with a gun.
because I don't know. Maybe they're gonna. I feel like the only thing for them to do is, all right, now we're gonna go back. Like, we did Breath of the Wild. We can't go bigger than Breath of the Wild. So I guess we go backwards and we like try to get back to our roots, or not? I guess not our roots, because Breath of the Wild was doing that.
Yes, Breath of the Wild is the most like the original Legend of Zelda versus most other games.
So like we broke from the formula. We went to our roots, and like really sort of redid that. So now let's go back to Ocarina of Time, or let's go back to Link to the Past, and find a new take on the formula instead of going away from the formula. What's your idea?
I have an idea. I don't think it works as well as the other idea or the other time that they have tried this out. I think they go the Super Mario Maker route.
Zelda Maker?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, all the people who are like, man, when are we going to get another good 2D Mario game? They did
Wonder.
it. It was called Super Mario Maker 2, and it was the best 2D Mario game that they have released in many years.
Yeah.
Even without the level creation stuff, even without the user created content, the single player campaign in that is the best 2D Mario game that they've made since the
Lost Levels.
The previous
Super Mario
good
World.
one.
Super Mario Bros. 3.
All the people who like don't like New Super Mario Brothers, like myself, like, hey, here it is. Here's the game for you.
New Super Mario Bros. Slaps. It's super. The level designs are fun. They're not like horrendously difficult or complex. And then you throw multiplayer in, and everybody's cussing and having a great time.
I was a little disappointed when they did it for like the third time.
That's fair. I mean, the previous 2 times was a massive success, so I'm not surprised that they did it at all. I'm sure they were going for a specific target audience, which wasn't us.
I am looking forward to Wonder. I think Wonder's going to be cool.
Wonder will be fun. I'm glad that they're messing with the formula again.
It is on my list of, I'm going to play it. I'm just not going to buy it. Because I'm spending
I honestly think they're gonna do a
I
2D
didn't get the. Oh, I got the.
Zelda Dungeon Maker.
How long have I had the big key? I've been walking back and forth through this room like, oh, I need the big key before I can do this. Oh my god.
What were you thinking?
What an idiot. I'm sorry, viewers.
I'm not.
I just lost it.
I didn't-
We just
I
lost a
didn't see you.
viewer. They were just here for the comedy of that, and they saw me get it, and they were like, "Well, that's enough for me. I'm going to bed."
Amazing. You better book it if you're gonna beat this dungeon in time. I can't remember
Yeah.
how many rooms are left.
I think I'm pretty close. I think the boss getting through that door is just like, all right, now learn that the bow and arrow is especially good on some enemies. It made kind of a weird noise when I stepped on that switch.
Yeah, that was interesting. There you go.
Fourth time's the charm.
So I gotta mess you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess him up. Link is the one who knocks.
For whom does the bell toll?
For whom does the door knock? Hey, we got another follower. Thanks for the follow, Proficient Ban. Proficient
what up?
Ban?
We are playing.
I don't
some
know
Link
how
to the
long ago
Past
you
and
followed.
being-
15 minutes ago.
We are playing Link to the Past and being good at it. Like
Being
all these
so
other
good
people
at
playing
it. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't. Oh god. There's a reason why I didn't label this as being a Link to the Past stream. For one thing, because we played Monster Rancher for half of it.
and the other half is technical difficulties, which is
Uh,
okay.
I don't need that pressure.
I don't think people come into Link to the Past stream with like 2 viewers and expect
Expect
masterful
good.
play.
Yeah, this ain't a
don't know.
randomizer or a speedrun. This is just me fucking around.
This is just having fun. Remember when you like booted up a game and you like sucked ass, but you're having the time of your life? That's me. Like
That's me every day. Like
Yeah.
that's my current life. I mean, the thing is, I mean, honestly, to turn your joke into a real conversation, there aren't as many games that you can do that with anymore.
Yeah, we've kind of like ingested most of the game knowledge, right?
Also, games are easier.
Games are better at communicating to the player what is expected of them. How about that?
Yeah,
Like-
I mean,
like
that's
the
also
developers
very
got
true.
better at that.
Like thinking of Final Fantasy 16, like you can't really turn that game on and be bad at it.
Harsh call, but you're right.
I like it. It does have pretty shallow systems. I'm only like a third of the way through it though, so I guess I shouldn't really talk, but
Yeah.
I was really surprised to see that in a game that is obsessed about switching the element you've got equipped, there seems to be no like system of elemental weaknesses and resistances.
Huh.
Like your magic attack just does the same thing no matter which element you have equipped. It's just a different color projectile.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's fun though. You know, maybe Final Fantasy 17 will be the like pixel turn-based ensemble party.
That everybody was hoping for.
What they said, what like the lead dev said about why it's not turn-based anymore is they were like, well, turn-based just doesn't fit good with this level of visual fidelity. Turn-based is something that you would expect more from like a pixel game. So maybe if Final Fantasy is a pixel game again, then we'll do it. But until then, like, probably expect it to keep being real time.
I did also like that the executive producer, director, or whatever from Final Fantasy XIV, Yoshi P, would like constantly make reference to like, oh, we would love to do like a Final Fantasy 16 crossover, but we'd have to ask the director, the executive producer for Final Fantasy 16, and that might be a lot of work. Yoshi P is also the director and executive producer for Final Fantasy 16.
Incredible. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm tired.
Some technical difficulties, but played some different games.
But it was fun.
Link to the Past. Link to the Past still bangs, dude.
We got. I feel like we did an excellent job getting the vibe that I'm trying to set up, which is like, hey, welcome to my gaming room. I've got the black light on. We've got the glow of the CRT. And yeah,
Grab
you've
some
got to
Doritos and
spend
a Mountain
15
Dew.
minutes waiting for me to figure out how to get the disc swap to work. And you're just going to sit there while I'm doing that because I want to show you this cool game that I just burned.
Did you play through Portal 1 and Portal 2?
Of course.
Okay. Have you played Portal Reloaded?
No. It's got like a new lighting system and stuff, right?
Portal Reloaded is a mod for Portal 2 that adds a new portal that just sends you into the past or the future 20 years. And it's
Is it good?
interesting. It's really good. It's got full voice acting. It doesn't have like the same characters as obviously the mainline Portal games, but like it has the person doing the cheeky jibes at you during each of the rooms, the puzzle rooms. There's not as many puzzle rooms. I think there's like 12 or 15 puzzle rooms, but my goodness, those are so excellently designed. Several times my brain burned out like halfway through the room, like I need to sleep on this. I am in actual physical pain from trying to figure this shit out.
I
wake
remember-
up and be like, oh god, oh it's like this. Oh,
I remember having that experience in the two-player stuff of Portal 2.
yeah, some of those were tough.
Some of those are tricky. It's been a long time since I played anything Portal.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
Same.
cool, though. That sounds cool. I probably
played
shouldn't fiddle
Portal
with my
Reloaded.
microphone.
I played Portal Reloaded like shortly after it came out, and like eventually beat it after like a week of struggle. And then I think I tried it again very recently, and I did not remember the solutions. They feel like they were that complex, but they weren't.
I have just realized that the chat is not working on the overlay. I think it was working in the beginning, and then I screwed something up like 10 minutes in.
No. It
It's
was
back.
working.
Haha. It was working for a little while until I fixed your... Oh, no, okay. It's working on that view, just not on... It wasn't working on this view. That's what it was. I switched
'cause
views
I-
now and panicked.
Yeah. This view it was working fine because I was like, I know I just looked up at your regular stream and saw the.
That's when I switched to the big
yeah,
camera.
Yeah, I think Beefy has also tried Portal Reloaded. Yeah, I think there's a couple of us in the other Discord that played that one. I think I'm the only one to beat it. Yes, no? Do you remember Beefy? I'm not sure. But oh my goodness, I tried to play through it again and was like, oh, I don't think I have like the spoons to even attempt to like dedicate this much brain power to it for the next week. If you have a horrendous itch for more Portal and you need more Portal, I strongly recommend it. Also, I feel like it would torture me to watch you try to play through the game, especially if I remember the solution. I would scream.
You know what it would be like? It would be like when I tried to watch you play The Witness.
Oh god, yeah.
Because the part that you got stuck while I was watching, I was just like, oh my god, Vyrn, you need to figure this one out. Come on, Vyrn. You can rotate the blocks in your mind. You have to rotate it in your mind.
I think I remember that part. That was great.
Oh,
I need to
man.
go back and finish that, but
It's
I
good.
just wasn't excited because I knew I was going to find another secret room and watch another one of those 2-hour videos or whatever.
No, don't watch any of those. There's only one that's 2 hours. You're not supposed to watch it. The whole
I
point
watched
of
it.
You did it. Sorry, incorrect. The projector has like a part of it is like projecting off the screen onto a wall, and
Yeah.
it gives you just enough time to like run around to the other side and complete a puzzle over there using some of the light coming through from the projector.
Listen,
And you have to time it right, but
I watched that guy walk to the one end of the little cemetery thing to light a match and try to drag the fire to the other side for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever it was.
I can officially tell you that is the longest of those in the game. The rest of them are actually meant to be like watched and understood. That's the one that's like it's just long. I also sat there and watched it because I was like, what's the point? Well, and that's part of the point is it's him going back going back and forth, trying over and over to do this important yet simple task.
Mundane task, yeah.
Um,
Bold claim, beefy. I love it.
I'm simultaneously over here like, if you play more The Witness, I want to watch, and like, I don't want to watch because it's gonna be me wanting to strangle you through the screen, because
maybe it is time.
Because if I tell you the solution, it completely defeats the purpose.
Yeah. That's why we gotta have like idle chatter, chit chat. We gotta talk about why Zelda 2 sucks so much that it's actually just the best Zelda game.
I would need to have some, because you would need to be thinking about the puzzle, so we need to get a third person. We need to get Nick in here so that Nick and I can talk, and you can be like, all right, I'm not allowed to participate in the conversation until I solve this puzzle.
No. I'd be chiming in and distracting myself so that maybe my unconscious brain may hand to me the solution.
Wow, maybe that's how it works for you. It's not really how it works for me.
Usually I sleep on it and then I figure it out.
All right. Well,
maybe someday I'll do it.
I'm gonna actually log off now. So hey, thanks, 5 viewers. That's the most we've ever had. Thanks for tuning in and listening to us talk about Zelda and attempt to get Monster Rancher work.
And being strangled over puzzle games. Normal friend things.
Normal friend things. All right. I'm turning it off. Goodbye. Next week, Monday, I still need to confirm, but hopefully we're going to start Shadows of the Empire.
Ooh,
hopefully we're going to be getting a new guest on. Vyrn. I'm not replacing Vyrn. Vyrn's going to stay. We're going to get...
I'll be in the corner still.
My friend Eve, who really liked Shadows of the Empire when she was a kid, and she's going to make me play it. And we'll see if it's as good. I mean, I'm sure it's like Quest 64. It's fine.
That's fair.
We'll see if she wants to come on, though. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.